Let's talk about AI, one of the most talked about and controversial technologies of our time, and more specifically, why everyone suddenly thinks it's about to destroy humanity, or at least radically change the world as we know it. The panic really took off after a viral presentation called the AI Dilemma, where tech insiders, people who actually build this stuff, warned that AI could lead to our extinction, not in some distant future, but possibly much sooner than we think. The message was clear and urgent. We're building something potentially uncontrollable, and time is running out to do something about it. It's a gripping story, heroes, villains, a ticking clock, like a Hollywood blockbuster. But instead of explosions, we get PowerPoint slides and dire warnings. Suddenly, lawmakers and media outlets were in a frenzy, treating AI as an existential threat that could reshape society or even end it. But when fear spreads this fast and this far, it's worth pausing to ask, how much of this danger is real, and how much is hype or misunderstanding? Are we actually getting the full, nuanced story about AI, or just the scariest, most sensational version that grabs our attention and keeps us up at night? Before we let panic take over, maybe we should get a little skeptical, ask tough questions, and look for evidence instead of just headlines. So let's look past the hype, dig into the facts, and actually scrutinize the claims being made about AI, because the truth is almost always more complicated than the scariest story. The AI dilemma isn't just a warning, it's a statement that echoes through boardrooms, newsrooms, and tech conferences alike. It's also a power move, a way to shape the conversation and set the rules of the game before anyone else even knows the game has started. The people behind it? They're not just watchdogs or concerned citizens raising the alarm. They're building their own AI companies, running influential think tanks and lobbying governments for regulations that often serve their own interests. By framing AI as a looming catastrophe, they position themselves as the only experts who can save us, gatekeepers to the future, holding the keys to both the problem and the solution. This fear-driven narrative attracts funding, media attention, and influence. It's a magnet for investors, journalists, and policymakers eager to be part of the next big thing, or to avoid being left behind. It's not always a conspiracy, just smart incentives at work, where fear and opportunity go hand in hand. Big tech companies, in particular, benefit by pushing for heavy regulations that only they can meet, effectively shutting out smaller competitors and startups who can't keep up. It's like a dragon selling you dragon insurance, warning you about a threat only they truly understand, and conveniently, only they can protect you from. The loudest warnings often come from those building the tech, the very people with the most to gain from shaping the narrative and the rules. The existential risk story elevates them to philosopher heroes, visionaries who claim to see dangers no one else can, while distracting from the real, everyday problems their products cause right now. So, is this a genuine public service, an effort to protect society, or a sophisticated marketing campaign designed to boost their own power and prestige? We need to ask, with every warning and every headline, who really benefits from all this fear, and what are we being sold in the process? The language of AI doom is designed to scare, not inform. Headlines scream about the end of humanity, painting AI as a threat lurking in every shadow. This approach isn't about education, it's about grabbing your attention and holding it with fear. Instead of calling AI what it is, a complex math tool built by humans to solve problems, they use monster metaphors, conjuring images of ancient legends and unstoppable forces, golems, aliens, and godlike minds that supposedly outthink us all. These metaphors are powerful, but they distort reality. This isn't science, it's storytelling meant to trigger primal fear. Sensationalism grabs attention, making us feel like we're in a blockbuster movie rather than a real conversation about technology. But it sacrifices accuracy and understanding. When people are scared, they want simple answers, not nuanced discussion. Fear makes us crave certainty, even if it means ignoring the truth. The real risks and benefits of AI get lost in a good versus evil narrative, where every story needs a villain and a hero. The loudest alarmists become the heroes we're told to trust, while thoughtful voices are drowned out by the noise. But this shortcut avoids explaining how AI actually works, leaving us with more questions than answers and fueling confusion. We deserve more than scary bedtime stories. We need honest, responsible discourse that respects our intelligence and curiosity. Let's demand clarity, not just clickbait. Only then can we truly understand what AI means for our future. The AI dilemma leans on a chilling stat: a 10% chance AI will wipe out humanity. Sounds scientific, right? But it's just a survey of a few hundred AI researchers at conferences, guessing about a hypothetical future. This isn't hard data. It's a collection of gut feelings, not peer-reviewed science. The sample is self-selected, the question is speculative, and the number is pure guesswork. Presenting it as fact is misleading and irresponsible. The 10% figure feels objective, but it's a statistical mirage. It gives the doomsday argument a false sense of credibility. Building global panic on such shaky ground isn't just bad science, it's reckless. We should be honest. These are sci-fi predictions, not probabilities. Don't let a scary number substitute for real evidence. Demand better. The doomer narrative treats AI as a mystical, unknowable force. But talk to the engineers and you'll hear a different story. AI is math, not magic. Even the most advanced models are just pattern recognition machines, not conscious minds. Emergent capabilities are surprising, but they're the result of scale, not self-awareness. It's like building a supercalculator, not birthing a new species. Framing AI as a black box discourages real understanding and hands power to self-proclaimed experts. We should insist on clear, mechanical explanations. Behind every AI is code, data, and a lot of linear algebra, not a golem or a god. Let's focus on understanding the tool, not fearing it. The obsession with AI apocalypse distracts from real, urgent problems happening now. AI is already making biased decisions in hiring, lending, and criminal justice, hurting real people today. Where's the panic about that? There's also the environmental cost, massive energy and water use for training models, and the labor impact, jobs lost to automation, workers left behind, plus privacy violations, our data scraped without consent. These are immediate, tangible harms. The extinction debate lets tech companies dodge accountability for present-day damage. It's easier to debate sci-fi futures than fix today's injustices. Let's refocus on the problems we can actually solve right now. So where do we go from here? The AI dilemma's panic narrative is not just flawed, it's a distraction. We need to shift from fearing hypothetical robot overlords to demanding fair, transparent, and accountable AI today. That means fighting bias, protecting workers, and holding companies responsible for environmental and social impacts. It means empowering communities, not just tech elites, to shape how AI is used. The real dilemma isn't a sci-fi apocalypse. It's whether we have the courage to govern AI for the common good. Next time you hear that AI is coming to kill us all, ask who benefits from your fear. Let's choose pragmatism over panic.